Now we're going to begin this with a serious message from one of our freedom fighters here in Jamaica. A serious message from one of the advocates of the people, Andre Stevens from Pandoras TV. Very, very serious message, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, genuine, unfiltered, powerful Mr. Andre Stevens.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Jamaica. I'm just asking you to send me Jamaica some virtual prayers tonight because there's so much happening in Jamaica. And to carry all of this news tonight will be overbearing. So I'm asking you all of Jamaica tonight. As we talk Jamaica, there's yet another missing woman. Another missing woman goes by the name of Saskia. She goes by the name Saskia Casey Wilson, and she has been missing from last week, Thursday. She was last seen heading home with her spouse. They lived together in the community of Ryan Park, Montego Bay. He stated that he left her at home after an argument. When he came home, she was gone, Jamaica. We have not heard from Saskia since. We are speculating that there are rumors that she is dead, but this is not true. Nobody was found by the family or the police. She's still missing, Jamaica. Please, please, please help the family of Saskia Wilson to find her tonight. The number to call is 568 3056. 568 3056. So if there's anyone out there who can assist in locating Saskia Wilson, tonight. To the boyfriend, you're under my radar. The boyfriend is under Pandoras TV radar. The boyfriend who claims say, Courtney. The boyfriend who claims say it's an argument and he left her, and when he came back, there's something about it. I gather that the police has arrested him and have him in questioning. I gather Jamaica, the police have arrested him and have him in questioning. But we need to find Saskia tonight, Jamaica. We need to find Saskia tonight. So if anybody's out there who can assist in locating Saskia, please let us do it tonight. Please, Jamaica, let us do it tonight. As I speak about Saskia missing, there was a fatal road accident yesterday, including a 3-year-old. A fatal road accident, including a 3-year-old. Listen to this, Jamaica. Just listen to what really happened.
A man and a 3-year-old girl are dead following a crash on the Mapen to Williamsfield leg of Highway 2000 in Clarendon on Monday afternoon. The driver of a BMW X6 reportedly lost control of the vehicle and veered off the road into a cow pasture. The incident happened sometime after 2 p.m. The man and the child were flung from the vehicle. It's understood that the child was found nearly 40 feet from the wreckage. The man was discovered at another location, separate from both the car and the child. A woman who was also in the vehicle remained in critical condition. Leslie Hamilton, a representative from the Road Safety Unit, is urging motorists to travel within the speed limit.
This area is 80 miles per hour and exactly 80. Once you travel in that area, then you can be able to monitor your vehicle. Because this cause of speeding, that is the reason why we have this accident just now. And we just want the motorists to just cautious on the road.
In the meantime, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, is again urging citizens to refrain from speeding. He adds that stricter penalties will need to be implemented to curb the habit.
The situation which currently obtains where people
If you haven't exercised in years,
are speeding without any care whatsoever for their lives or the lives of others, resulting so far 219 deaths and 28 persons dying in July so far, which means that we're on track during the month of July to become the bloodiest month for the year so far.
Anthony Atkinson, TVJ News.
It's very sad, Jamaica, what has really happened to that loved one, that little girl, the 3-year-old, and her family member. But you see that road, Courtney, that highway road, a lot of motorists speed on it. And it's not just speed. A lot of those motorists have competition on that highway, where they speed. And then when these things happen in Jamaica, and when they go downhill, can you imagine? The little girl was thrown out. Serious swing that she gets, you know. Jamaica, somebody says a highway of death. It's not a highway of death, but many people go on that highway. Many people go on that highway and never survive because of what their intentions and targets are. When you ever see them on the highway, about a competition, some of them high-end vehicle there, all of them in a competition, Jamaica. All of them in competition. Racing cars it. I am sure, Courtney, I am sure Jamaica is a race caused that to happen to that child and that man. I am sure Jamaica. I am sure. I will say it again, Courtney. I am pretty sure is racing cars, that vehicle, speeding car.
Now, my question is, ladies and gentlemen, why would you... Hey, Black Barbie, how you doing, sweetheart? Why would you race with a child in the car, a 3-year-old? Why would you do something like that? And I'm gonna sound very harsh when I say this, but if the child survived, I wouldn't feel so bad, you know. I wouldn't feel so bad. You know, I would not feel so bad. A child that potential is endless coming into this world. Do you guys realize how many of our kids we're losing? If it's not the hospitals unaliving the babies because of poor conditions and lack of equipment and lack of personnel, it's something else. Alright, so we have 97 people watching over by Bolo VNR 2.0. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly I'm asking you to hit the like button. All you have to do is double tap the screen with your fingers like TikTok, and that's how you hit the like button. If you are new to the platform, subscribe. Feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell and click all so you can. Neru, how you doing? Salute to you over there on Bolo VNR Clips. You know? But this is... Guys, you guys don't listen to the prophets. You guys don't listen to Mark Stewart and Pastor Peter Chambers and Pastor Shuttleworth and many others. You guys don't listen to them. There's a darkness over Jamaica, you know. When you go on the road, you have to pray 3 times before you leave your house. If you go long distance, pray 6. Right? If you go cross country, like you know, say you're a person with on the road every day, pray consistently, all when you drive. Because it doesn't have to be you, you know. Some madness, some mad person. It does take one moment of error to cause massive, colossal disaster on these roadways, especially when you're speeding. I tell you, I'm on John Star. I don't know.
cars, that vehicle. And when you think it is too much, you remember I said to you tonight, Jamaica, the news is so toxic, me don't know how to hold it tonight. A 16-year-old, you know. A 16-year-old student. A young man, 16 years old, committed suicide. 16. A 16-year-old Jamaica. Producer, can you put it up? A 16-year-old. Look there. A lot of children out there suffering with childhood trauma. A lot of children out there suffering from childhood trauma. Because there's not enough caring individuals to sit and talk to them. Hopelessness has taken over the youth of Jamaica. Fear. Young people are turning to a life of suicide rather than a life of opportunities. I'm not a young man. Can you imagine? He's just 16 years old. He's just 16 years old, Jamaica. He couldn't talk it through. He decided to pull the plug and take it. Jamaica. I can't do this. Hopelessness has taken over our children. Hopelessness has taken over our children. I wish somebody could lift. I need to play something to take me out of this. We need something. No, Jamaica. Thank you, Lord. There is a race that
I'm speechless. You know, like, I remember when I was going to school, I remember this song that we used to sing. I am a promise, I am a possibility, I am a promise, with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality, and I'm learning, and I'm trying. Yo. I don't know. 16? I don't understand why Andre broke down last time. Because I didn't watch it from the start. I didn't see this. Alright, now me I fight it. Honestly, I fight it right now. You, them supposed to be rearing with life. Fearless. Enthusiastic. They're supposed to exert confidence. What could I cause a youth at 16? Where did it fall apart? What didn't the parents do What didn't the system do? And it's so many unanswered questions because that child, that young man, maybe didn't get anybody to talk to, or didn't have anybody to confide in, or nobody didn't recognize that he needed somebody to talk to. And it happens to our children. Unfortunately, here in Jamaica, we are not that very empathetic and sympathetic. A lot of us, we're not that very caring. Jamaica can be harsh sometimes. Sassy 81, how you doing? Jamaica can be harsh. Jamaica can be tough. And everybody is not built the same. And we need to understand that some people is going to need our help. Some of our children, they're going to need our help. Not all the kids can grow tough. You understand? Some of them is going to, and it's okay. They need to know that it's okay. You know, I remember my brother, when he was going to school. It was a time when, you know, if you wasn't like what they call quick in school, it's almost like you were, you know, parents would compare your children to other children. And as a youth, George B, how you doing? As a youth, you know, I quickly understood that that's not a nice feeling and parents shouldn't do that. I remember as a young man lambasting my mom anytime I heard even a whiff of comparison between me or my brother and my sister or any other member of the community that's a child compared to us, or me compared to them, or my brothers compared to them. And I said, as a young man, I said, my brother, everybody learn differently. He's gonna find his way. Everybody cannot be a doctor, you know? Everybody cannot be a nurse, you know? And you should not put them down for that. Everybody cannot be a lawyer. In our society, what we have to do is help them to find themselves in what they thrive at. So keep presenting them with the opportunities to grow, to see what they excel at, because everybody is unique. I'm only going here because I'm just wondering what happened. This is a youth going to school. What happened? You know how, like, if you make up your mind if you take your life, yo. I don't think I'm gonna be able to play the rest of this with Andre. I'm not telling you a lie. Because I feel the pressure. Because I'm now understanding why he broke down last night. Fully understanding why he broke down last night. This is a lot. From the young lady being missing. We have so much kids in Jamaica that's missing. You know how much children in Jamaica missing? And they never find them? Ever? I'm talking about ever. The hope of them finding them is like taking out, finding one grain of sand. Literally trying to find one grain of sand. every time I scroll through Instagram, Facebook, right, I see missing children on the JCF website, Jamaica Constabulary Force. I see missing women. I see missing men. The other day there was a 70-odd-year-old that raped his stepdaughter or daughter. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, there has to be some type of evil that is possessing these people. They must have opened the Pandoras box in Jamaica or something. Because none of this that is happening is normal. None of it is normal. And you know, I hear Pastor Peter Chambers say that Jamaica is going down Destruction Broad Road. And people are gonna say you should not politicize this. But we have a government that is legalizing obia. We have a government that was in St. Ann and there was a man there with a goat head with blood on it, or what appeared to be blood. We have Bobic Range on a table with 500 odd candle, almost 1,000 candle. I was watching a video when they were celebrating I don't know what them call that. A farewell to Siaga. Be a poco business. Be a obia business. Right? I remember last year I watched a show, that video with a young man and his mother bring him to the church and the pastor said, is either you choose God or you choose the gathering. And you choose the gathering. I am more and more convinced that God have to put his foot in Jamaica and clean up Jamaica. Jamaica has to be, Jamaica have to baptize. Jamaica have to baptize. Jamaica cannot, we cannot, a change of government alone can't do this. Right? You have the churches them will sell out. Secretly are sodomites. Some of the pastor them. And they are sodomizing young men. It's like we forget the pledge. The pledge said that so Jamaica may under God, not the devil. So that Jamaica may under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, so that she can play her part in the welfare of the advancement of the whole human race. Jamaica is ugly right now. Jamaica is not beautiful. Jamaica is not prosperous. These are some of the darkest days in our history. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, economically, politically. Exactly, manly heights. We shouldn't even be holding this. But you see, Revelations tell you, Revelations is one of the first book I read when I started to read the Bible. I read the Bible back way. I read the Revelations first. Because I was told that this is the time we're living in. So I said, you know what, let me get acquainted with the time that we're living in. Judith, how you doing? Pick up yourself, Derek. No, but it tell you about the churches being judged. It tell you about the churches turning away God's people from God. It tell you about only a few of those churches We're not infiltrated by the devil. It tell you, Revelations tell you about that. I'm really concerned about the country. And to all Jamaican people stubborn, to all a lot of these people still have the skills over them eyes. I don't even know. A lot of them is gonna perish, unfortunately. When God put him foot in a Jamaica. A lot of them is gonna perish. Me can't do this. Me can't do this. I'm sorry. I have to move on from the topic of this. Me can't play no more of this video. Yeah, me not go pull through. Me not go pull through at all. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. We'll move on to the next topic. I'm gonna pray for Andre Stevens. Pray for him. Pray for our brother. Because I know that he receives a lot of calls, a lot of texts from people that is going through it. A whole heap of things in my hole. And because he's not a heartless person, it is going to take a toll on him. It's like we can't get a break. You don't notice? It's like we cannot get a break. We cannot get a break. Cannot get a break. Cannot get a break. Wow. Just move on here. Let me know what to think.